What about the goal of the house that you're looking at buying? Is 300,000 ringgit in the Klang Valley feasible? Are you able to find a house at that price now?
If you really look at it, there are some schemes or assistance program that is being implemented that aims to help a person to find this kind of home. For example, you can check out this Prima housing scheme. Property value is ranging about 100,000 to less than 400,000. So in that sense, it's still possible. All right. And if you don't have a down payment, you can also try to apply for this My First Home scheme, which you can buy or make purchase of property ranging from 100,000 to less than 500,000. But the condition for under this scheme is that your loan amount must not be more than 1/3 of your income. So if we look at this case study, it is most likely still beyond the reach of this young person, because 1/3 is not going to be the rental, the housing installment that he has to pay for a 3,000 ringgit house is definitely going to be more than 1/3 of the income.
Okay. What about in terms of the hidden charges that a person has to be ready to pay? Because some people go into property investment, they want to buy their first home simply because it's a Malaysian thing, an Asian thing that you have to have your first home.
You have to have a roof.
Yeah, but they don't know there are a lot of hidden charges. So what are some of them that we have to be prepared for?
Well, these are not really hidden charges. It's just that charges that we don't conventionally associate to purchase house. Then we only find out when we have really implement the plan.
Yeah.
So these are actually transaction costs, whereby when I buy a house, I have to sign a sales and purchase agreement. And for that thing, I have to pay legal fee. Right, and then for the title of the house to be transferred to my name, I have to pay stamp duty as well. Then when I take out a loan, there will be a loan agreement between me and the financial institution, the bank. So for this agreement, there is also a legal fee and stamp duty. So these are the costs that if you are not doing your homework, it may strike you by surprise. So typically for a 300,000 house, it should come out to about 4% of the price tag of the property. But in this year, before the end of December in 2018, for first-time home buyer, you can actually entitle for 100% exemption on stamp duty up to 300,000. So whatever that is excess, you have to pay at the prevailing rates.
Okay.
So it's still a bit of savings available there.
Okay, so most people in Malaysia start working around 24, 25, so they start earning their first paycheck. So how soon should you plan to buy your first home? And like a friend of mine told me that he bought his first home at 29 and he considers it quite late in his career. So is there a limit to when you should buy your first home, or does it depend on your finances?
I would say it's very subjective and depending on the person. So every one of us has our own time. We are running on our own track, so we don't compete with other people. So if your plan is to have a family or a property before age 30, then definitely you have to start as early as possible. So the thing is that we need time for our money to work for us. Right? So when I start late and my time, let's say my deadline is only 1-2 years away, so definitely it's a very stressful thing.
Yeah.
But when I start early, I can break the commitment that I have to set aside into a lower amount, so it becomes more doable in that sense.
I see.